Let us know, Matt, when we're good to go. Oh, I guess we are good to go. Okay. Okay, KSI. It's time for the second edition of the weekly update. Oh, Lord. This is the second week we've had this up, and it's going good so far. We have our nice, lovely panel here. Let's go through and we can do introductions first. We'll start with Kiki. After, Illusion, everyone knows is a direct over AV, GZ, and FI, and he's also the one hosting it, streaming it through KSI Live, so he isn't really able to talk. But we will move on and start with introductions, starting with Kiki.
Hello, hi. I am the division leader over Twisted Warfare, and I also run tournaments and events, so definitely be on the lookout for those, and I'm just always around.
Okay, and then everyone, I'm Imperium. I am the division leader over GZ, and I don't really have anything else to say, so we'll move on to Assassin.
I am KSI Assassin 1. I am Pride GZ's second captain, and I really don't have anything else to say.
Well, what's up, everybody? I'm KSI Tsunami, co-founded LS, head of Crowns, and I like to troll. What about everybody else?
Okay, Prodigy.
Alright, what's up, guys? I'm KSI Prodigy 7. I'm the co-division leader over Altered Vengeance. I'm a member of the AAP staff, and I'll pass it on to Darkside.
I'm KSI Darkside. I'm the first captain of Wendigo. I'm a judge of the Crown Games and also an assistant in the tournaments and events.
And Doom.
Hello, everybody. My name is KSI Dr. Doom. I am co-division leader over Dark Legions, and that's pretty much all I have to say.
Okay, and then that's our sexy panel for this evening. We'll start this out. Basically, I will talk a little bit about some reminders about how this weekly update works. Chat box. You are the viewers, you're the audience, you're who we're putting this on for. So, as we go through these discussions, it might be a little bit laggy. You're going to be lagging a little bit behind where we are, but feel free to enter in your thoughts, your opinions, any questions you have for the panel about any of our discussion topics. Reminder that if any of you want to be on the panel next week, next Tuesday at 7 p.m., we have a topic in the productions area for you to go submit your name. And then also we're doing the squad spotlight, where if you think that your squad is doing a great job and you want to really recognize a squad you're in or a squad that you see in your division or even anywhere else in KSI, there's a spot in the productions area for you to submit that so we can give those guys and girls their due recognition. But, we'll start this off, as we do every week, with just some weekly notes. These are some reminders of some stuff that should have went on in the Generals meeting and in the Sunday night squad meetings. First off, and Kiki will pretty much be taking over this one right now, the first point we want to talk about is Weekend Warfare, because there are definitely some good events coming up soon, and I want to let Kiki talk about that.
Yeah, this week we have a Minecraft scavenger hunt tournament. It is Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and it's pretty much just one person per team, and you have 15 clues. And the rules are on the Weekend Warfare site, and 8 of the rules, or clues, are the ones that you're going to want to keep about the golden apple. So you're going to be hunting between red and gold apples. It should be fun. First place prize is a 3-month Xbox Live code. If you guys are generals, spam that on your squad tags. If you guys are division leaders, spread that around. And second place is 800 Microsoft points. So we're definitely going to have the worlds exactly alike and try to get as many people as we can. And then next week we're going to have a 4v4 Halo 4 SWAT tournament. And that's going to be Friday. And that should be on the Weekend Warfare site very soon. So just keep out for those.
Okay. Definitely seems like some great events coming up. Like Kiki said, keep everyone updated on that. We want to have some great turnout for those events. Moving on, and this is pretty much the end of these notes, actually, now that I look at them. I do want to I don't think he's watching. I don't think he's even here, but maybe he'll see it on YouTube. We want to give out a shout-out to KSI's newest director, KSI Paratroop 7. He's definitely deserving. He's been in here, longer than I think anyone else that I can, right off the top of my head. And so if, you guys see Paratroop around on Xbox or on the forums, give him a congratulations if you haven't already done so.
And then harass the hell out of him.
Go to him for any issues that you have. No, I kid. But just make sure, just give him his congratulations. Being a director is definitely a huge step for him. It's a great addition, and there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that it was that he deserved it every step of the way. We will talk about real fast the of the years. I know Prodigy's on the AEP staff, as am I, and I know Riot. I don't know if he's listening or not, but he would absolutely kill me if I forgot that. Of the years, these are awards that are going to go out to members over the next couple weeks. Go in there and nominate them. If you feel like they've done the best job of anyone in KSI at that particular rank. So, put on your thinking caps, think back over the year. We're sitting here in November, think about where some of your colleagues, some of your friends in here have been over this past year, and think about, did they do the best job of anybody at that rank all year? If you think
there might be a lot of options. Like, just as an example, I joined in January, and from that point till now, I've gone from a private all the way up to a division leader. So there's a lot of different possibilities for that of the year award. So you got to really make sure that you make an informed decision on which one you're going to nominate them for.
Definitely put some thought into it. You guys have until December 12th, 2012. So you guys have quite a while to go. Make sure you put in some specific evidence. Trust me, Prodigy, myself, Riot, the rest of the AEP, we will collectively slam our heads against the wall without this evidence and without good, solid testimony. If you post that they should get it because they're your friend or because they're a really cool guy to talk to, it's not going to work out. So make sure that you have some solid evidence and solid testimony of what they did at that rank, why they deserve it, and we will have those awards out there by the end of the year, so we can definitely give KSI's best and brightest their awards. So here's where the first real discussion question comes in. We pretty much got through all the news and through the boring stuff. Let's start discussing some stuff. This first topic, I want you guys to be putting in ideas, your thoughts on this. Any questions you have for the panel, anybody in specific or anything like that, we'll shout it out because we should be talking about this for quite a while on the show. But let's talk about Black Ops 2. Let's talk about that new Call of Duty game that came out that Imperium doesn't have, sadly. So I can't really contribute too much, but I want to hear panel here talk about it. What are you guys' initial thoughts on the game? How do you feel about it? Let's start it there.
Personally, I think it's the perfect combination of Black Ops 1 and MW3. That's just in my opinion.
It's better than what everyone thought it'd be, but certain things do kind of hold it back from being that best Call of Duty.
Headquarters located.
But it's decent. It's better than I thought it would be.
That I'm impressed the most with is the staging system. Every time when you prestige, all of your attachments and your camos every time when you prestige. So for those of you guys who are out there that were wondering about that, it is true. Yes, you do keep your stuff. But unless if you unlock that gun or particular weapon, that is.
Or you can prestige the weapon.
Of course.
I don't have Black Ops 2 yet, but
No, the multiplayer for the most part is pretty good. Like it's not like a one-type system thing. Like, how on all the other Call of Duty, a bunch of campers. Like, with certain kill streaks, like, for instance, the Hunter kill drone, it's so easy to get it, and you can, like, throw it in the air, and it will specifically go after a prone person. So, like, you're sitting on top of a roof, sniping, hard-scoping, and whatnot. The Hunter kill drone is going to kill you, and, yeah, you're just pretty much owned from that point. I think it just eliminates camping for the most part.
Yeah, it's pretty much a try hard or you're gonna die a lot. You can't just sit back and camp and get kills. You really have to go for it.
Captured.
Or you're not gonna get
HQ located. Hostile hunter drone. Hostile.
I actually go try hard and I still die a lot, so it probably is not looking too favorable for Prodigy.
I mean, and I want to ask this question for you guys. The gameplay, which game would you say it most resembles as far as gameplay? I need to know so when I get it, I know if I can kick some butt. Because if Blitzer's on there talking crap about me, I want to know that I can beat his butt. So, is it like...
Good.
So is it like Black Ops, or is it more like Call of Duty 4, or is it like that dreaded World at War? Because I hate that.
It's a little bit... to me, I think it's a new breed of Call of Duty. I mean, this is something completely different that me and a couple of friends of mine have discovered that, you know, it's the physics and just the way everything handles, it's different. And honestly, I think it's kind of cool. It's new, and everybody's excited. Some people like it. Some people don't. I mean, that's just how it goes, you know. You got to do what you got to do, and with that being said, all the other good things about it. I mean, it's like with any new game that comes out. Everybody has their do's and their don'ts. But I like it personally. I know several others like it, and it's fun. It's not any different from any other Call of Duty I've ever played. It's the same basic thing.
They should improve the servers and the lag compensation. It's just worse in this game. Sitting in a lobby, and it takes, like earlier, it took, if you played TDM, I don't know if you guys did, it took a bajillion years to start TDM. And I think the lag is a lot worse in this game, but once they improve, like, the servers, or at least figure out a better way to select hosts, I think that is when the game will be, you know, one of the best. But it really holds people back. Because if you have 4-bar connection, it's like you're in God mode compared to people that are just 2-barring. It really does make a big difference for those people that really, you know, pay attention to that.
There is an option when you search, like, it's an option before you, like, you know, when you click to go to whatever game mode, it's an option. We could pick, like, if you want to go for a lobby with the best connection, then normal connection, then a weak connection. Some people don't notice that. Like, it's in the bottom corner of your screen where it says search preferences. If you click that, you better choose what type of connection lobby you want to go into.
I will say personally, like, that doesn't help half the time, because one day, literally, I tried to, like, make a zombies game. It literally took me 10 minutes for them to put me in a match. I switched between every setting to see if it worked, and, like, the servers for me, like, personally do not work half the time.
You got to think about it, it's like 1 million people signing on every day. Like, they're probably not used to that outcome. And, like, think about it, like, people from Modern Warfare and Black Ops are all signing on the same game. They're probably just used to having that many people on that one game.
I think they should fix it as soon as possible and then make the game, you know, because, you know, that happens. It seems like this is a trend for every Call of Duty speaker. They have lag problems, and then it gets better. So once they fix that, I think it'd be a lot more enjoyable.
Well, they had the same issues with Halo 4, too. I think it's just with new game drops, you know, they just got to get all the little nicks and ticks out of their, you know, out of their servers and whatnot. I'm sure it'll come around just like any other game.
Now, do you guys think that this is better than the first Black Ops, or do you think they improved upon the initial? Like, do you think they improved on it, or do you think that the original Black Ops still beats this game?
I think the original is better.
Hostile UAV.
I love the way that they did classes in this game.
Friendly UAV inbound.
The class setup with perks, attachments. I think that's better, and kill streaks are a little bit better. But everything else, I think, right on point.
What do you mean by class setup? I don't have the game, so.
That on top of that being said, you know, the original one, you also got to remember, too, with this taking place in the future with this game, first Call of Duty ever to take place in the future. I mean, in all reality, we don't know what's going to happen 25 years from now. Nobody really knows that. I mean, it's unpredictable. It can happen either or. Like, when the original Black Ops, some of those events either or did not happen. Not saying a video game's real, but, you know, the whole Vietnam and the Cold War thing, that's stuff that really happened. That's why I like stuff like that better in my personal preference.
I just like the originality of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like something you never, like, to me, in all honesty, like, the way they set it up with all the weapons, perks, kill streaks, and even with the futuristic thing, like, it's just like something But let's say most of the stuff does happen, and like the whole little wars and all this and that. It's kind of like, to me, it gives like a good imagination. It's just real creative. Like it makes me excited to play story mode. When I play story mode, it's like whoosh, like yeah, like what if it's like I don't know. It's just for people who got great imagination. It's a really fun game.
The zombies, though,
I agree.
I love how they're linked. Like, I don't know who's, like, all played zombies on one. Like, how you go through all these steps and everything, and even War to War. On the new Easter egg for Transit, I had to run through that finally, and I actually got through it with someone. And they have literally a War to War map in there. They have, like, a bunch of stuff literally linked together to where you finally, like, figure out.
Yeah, zombies is such a beast. I think zombies would tops it really. Like I think without zombies, Black Ops 2 wouldn't be as well, like as good of a game as it is, because the zombies on this game is just crazily well thought out. And the transit, I think that's the best one. I think that's what puts Call of Duty over the top. It's just zombies.
I agree.
Plus it's something new and it's different.
Like,
Yeah.
I love Grief. Grief is awesome.
Like grief irritates. Like personally, I think grief is kind of annoying. Like if you go from transit to playing grief, like with grief you can only sit on one part of the map. It's like basically play knockout, Like and if you don't have the right kind of people, it's not that fun. Like if you play with randoms, it's not that fun. If you play with like a good amount of friends, it's a great mode if you're playing a custom game night. Then that's when that mode is like the funnest thing in the world.
Chris, I personally suggest if anyone ever plays it to like do it with like fellow KSI members, because that stuff's priceless.
Yeah, we did it the other night.
HQ active.
You saying something?
So, yeah, so, I mean, like I said, I don't have the game, so I guess it's nice that I'm in here to ask questions like a loser. Are there new guns? What do we have as far as guns? Are there any, like, amazing guns? I remember, like, Call of Duty 4, I want to go back there. The MP5 in Call of Duty 4, I love. G11 before, Black Ops. Ooh, tell me, guns. What guns, are in the game? What guns seem to be the most popular? What's that gun that every single camper uses? That sort of stuff.
It's not really a gun that's like making it. It's the attachments. Like there's one attachment that you got for like most guns. It's something that's like an echo scanner. Like when you put on your attachment, it provides less recoil, and when it scans, it could see people behind walls, behind cars. It's really good. I just unlocked it today, and like I was wall banging everyone with FMJ.
UAV inbound.
I think it's just mostly the attachments that makes the guns really. If you got the right kind of attachment, is like all your guns can be the deadliest thing around.
Yeah, I'm watching Illusion die over and over, and this is fun.
Yeah, right.
I'm a fan of the Assault Shield. That stuff's funny. I jumped in on a game with Steels in there and a couple other people. I don't think they've ever hated me so much.
HQ online.
So,
How do you
That a
even
little
use
bit.
Assault Shield?
Let's talk about that a little bit. Yeah,
I'm
they made
curious
some
on
vast
that.
improvements with that this year. I mean, with the Assault Shield, you can actually sit it down and have it as a placement. You can sit behind and shoot it for cover. And you can shoot
Really?
behind it for cover. Yeah, you can actually place it on the ground like stationary, and you can shoot behind it for cover. Unlike sandbags and stuff like that. It's really cool.
And they're a lot easier to be like shot around. Like a lot of people, like literally, I used to be one of those mean people in Modern Warfare 3 and troll people to where you can't get killed. It's a lot easier to be shot around, and they made it to where even if you have the Assault Shield, like a lot of the damage still goes through the shield, like with the grenades and bouncing betties.
now, random question. Is there a nuke in this game?
I have no clue.
That is not confirmed, but I'm probably going to have to say no because I've gotten over 30 kills and no nuke.
The best thing is the Swarm and the Dogs, which the Swarm's pretty effective. I like that.
Okay, I got a question for everybody. Has anybody used that sniper where you could like shoot through any wall you want? So I heard there's a gun where you could just shoot through everything. It's like a realistic 50 cal.
Well, it depends on what gun you use. I mean, each gun can shoot through the wall depending if you put full metal jackets on your class. But the gun that you're probably thinking of, as you've seen in the trailers, which was called the Storm PSR, if I'm not mistaken, and that is not you can't use that in multiplayer. There's no gun that you can shoot through the wall and hit multiple targets, not that I know of, that can be actual guaranteed kill. But there's nothing like that I haven't seen yet, so we'll see what happens. You know how Treyarch
Blitzer
is.
assures me that there is no nuke, and that's sad. Honestly, though, the idea of the nuke is sort of messed up, because I felt like in Modern Warfare 3 was great that you can play after the nuke goes off, but come on. I mean, come on. That's all I'm going to say about that. Just, yeah. But no, I mean,
it eliminates campers.
This looks exciting, yeah. Well, that's the big thing. When that nuke was in there, yeah, you have these people sitting in corners on previous games. Modern Warfare 2 was the worst at that. That was the worst. But
that's a Harrier combination. That's all you need.
Just imagine if they had a nuke on Call of Duty 4 back when you had the 357 default, and you could, in your previous kill streaks, could get you your new kill streaks. You'd have like 7 nukes a game. It would not even be funny. But so. What gun was that the Blitzer said that he used? He said the SWAT 556. What is that?
Oh, that's great.
That's a 3-round burst assault rifle.
And with select fire, you can make it fully auto, and I love it like that. Great gun. That and the Type 25 are my 2 favorites.
Would it be comparable to the BR, the battle rifle in Halo 4? Little 3-shot burst kind of thing?
Yeah, that's right. Something like that. I mean, that's another thing that's new, too. I noticed that they had select fire and, like, quick draw that took your sleight of hand perk away. I mean, it adds as attachment now, and I'm just wondering, what do you guys think about that? I mean, it's different a little bit. I mean, you have a little bit more variety on how your weapon handles, your preferences. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on this?
I think it's good. Like, they took the whole, Black Ops little point thing and then mixed it with the unlock stuff. Like, it's a way where you can keep all your guns the way you want it to. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but I do like, the variety that you have and, like, how you can put a combination of things that you want instead of having one particular attachment.
Yeah, and I see twice in here continually talking about the combat knife. Now, is that... Now, tell me, I mean, this is not... Is this, what exactly? I'm assuming it's not the same as a tactical knife. I don't want to sound completely stupid, so just somebody, even if it's some question, lay it out for me. Talk to me about this thing.
Deadliest ninja weapon you can ever have.
I definitely find it interesting the fact that they give the knife camo as well. Like they definitely give a lot of stuff camos. Like even the assault shit along with the knife. Like they've brought in a lot of things so stuff isn't as boring or bland.
For those of you fans who like RPGs and rocket launchers, what we call noob tubes, you can also put camos on those too.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can put on everything. Oh, do you guys want sidearm? Is extremely good if you never use it. The B-23R. Yes.
Yeah.
That is the best. I think honestly that is the best weapon on the game because it has mad range. It's really powerful and it's really accurate. Like I can run around with that a whole game and get all my kill streaks basically.
It reminds me of the Rafika. If any of you guys remember that from MW2, the Rafika 3-round burst.
Oh, I thought it was pronounced Rafika.
Oh, Rafika. I like to call it Rafika. It sounds cuter, so I call it that. But it reminded me of that 3-round burst pistol, like exactly, because you could get your kill streaks on that, and it was a great weapon to have when you're running low on your primary, or you need to, get a quick kill and just flat out. So it's a really interesting sidearm to have.
Now, random question. Nuketown. When they kept talking about Nuketown 2025 T-shirt, is Nuketown an actual map, or what? Like, did they bring Nuketown back, or what was the entire Nuketown 2025 ad campaign?
Nuketown 2025 was it was like having Nuketown just that playlist. It was like Nuketown 24/7, but 2025 is the year. And of course, they updated it a little bit. They made it look a little bit more futuristic. But after 6 days of having the game out, they pulled it, and there's actually a petition to get it back because a lot of us really like Nuketown. So it was just a playlist for people that pre-ordered it.
I might not have Black Ops 2 yet. I'm a huge Call of Duty person. I like it more than Halo, but don't tell my division. When they could bring back Shipment? If anyone remembers Shipment, I want the map back.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a very good map.
That was.
Can you describe it? I'm trying to remember it.
Shipment's the one with the pack. It's pretty much a container yard.
Yeah.
Very small. It's so small, you can run around the entire map in less than 15 seconds.
Which one was that in?
Call of Duty 4.
Oh, I remember that one so much. That was so much fun.
Because Modern Warfare 2 added in Rust, and Rust was not as good of a small map. Shipment was good, and then they brought Nuketown, and Nuketown I like as well. But I would love for Shipment to come back so I can start going 143 and 39 again.
That was like the shotgun map right there.
Yeah.
That was like the shotgun map right there.
But that's just one of those things that, like I said, I really want to get Black Ops. I'll have it here in the next couple of weeks, and then I'll probably play about, till the end of the first Prestige, which reminds me, I said, you guys said about the prestiging system. What are the symbols like? Once again, I'm going to sound like an old school COD player. I liked Call of Duty 4's prestige symbols the best. That game was the easiest to tell who was at what level as far as prestiges. And as games went on, the symbols and the emblems to me got more complex, more confusing, and I could never tell, is this rank higher than this rank, or what is it? So, like with these symbols, are the symbols easy to grasp? Are they very, very intricate and complex? Or, like, what is it?
They all got different colors and shapes to it.
Yeah, I mean, they've got different, each Prestige has different unique icons. I mean, it's like that for every Prestige, for any Call of Duty game that you're in. But you can probably tell the difference between a higher Prestige between lower, because the reason why the detail in the higher Prestiges are a little bit higher than the lower ones, and you can just tell. I mean, it just depends on what your aspect is on it. I mean, plus they have league games on there as well. I mean, it doesn't even go by your prestige. I mean, you can go by do your leagues. And another thing in leagues, you can play with any custom class, customize any weapon, any attachment as your so heartful desires. Okay?
Yeah.
You can basically do whatever you want. Yeah. Okay. You want to get into that, Kiki? You want to talk about that a little bit, too?
Actually, I enjoy the league play. It was a interesting new addition. And what it is, it's like you're ranked in a league. They have you play 5 games and rank depending on how well you do in those 5 games. And then you can, of course, move up in the league and whatnot. But I love how when I first went in the league, I'm like, oh, great, I have to unlock weapons like I did in multiplayer, in the actual live one. And you don't. Everything's open for you, all the attachments, every single weapon. And it's very interesting to know that you're going to be ranked, with everyone having the same options for classes. I really like what Call of Duty did by adding a league play and ranking people. Some people, they like to know that they're the best, so I thought that was really interesting to do, and have a separate league play besides the regular multiplayer online. So I thought that was
and now Elite carries over as well, right? Call of Duty Elite, that was in Modern Warfare 3, that carries over.
Yes, it does. It does carry over. Elite is now free. I mean, the DLC that comes free. I mean, the only reason why when they charge people for Elite is so that they can get early access to DLC. Treyarch's not doing that. Everybody gets DLC at the same time. No upper advantages for people who get it early. I mean, everybody's got the same advantage. It's an equal playing field in learning the maps and, so on. I mean, with
Okay. Well, yeah, let's just re-attack zombies one last time. Because, we talked about it for a few minutes. Let's get back on and just end out this chat, because everyone knows that's what really makes it run. So, once again, not in it. Soda machines still there? Teddy bear?
Oh, yeah.
That sort of stuff still in there?
Oh, there's the newest one, Tombstone, is very well. Like, if anyone doesn't know what it does yet, when you die, if you buy Tombstone, like when you die, if you make it back to your Tombstone before the next round, I believe it's the next round, you get everything you died with, like all your stuff back.
There, and that's another one. Blizzard just brought it up. What is transit? Because every single one of you fools, they invite you to a party, no one comes because they're playing in transit. What is transit?
Okay, basically transit is like everybody starts off in the bus depot. And like, you know, once you open up that door, you find the little pieces. Like, okay, let me touch on that. It's pieces on the game where like you run around, you find certain pieces and you put them together. You can like unlock doors for free. You can make little turrets. It's really nice. But basically, it's basically where you just ride around the whole map on the bus.
It's pretty fun.
Round and round.
Right, yeah. Basically, that's all it is, really. But I think what makes it fun is that, you know, it's a bus. You can ride on a bus, you know? I don't know. I think it's just the bus that makes the biggest difference.
How else do you explain that? It's just a bus.
And
What a bunch of
fun. What kind of bus? Are we talking magic school bus? Are we talking like rock bus?
Old church bus. Like,
You guys,
Oh, no.
I was going to
Are
say,
we
you
talking
guys are
like
making me
Cleveland
sad
City
'cause you talk
Transit?
about school buses. That reminds me of Twinkies, and Hostess no longer makes Twinkies. That's
I know. It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
I used to deep fry my Twinkies.
One thing people need to realize is if they haven't realized on the game yet, is whenever you get to a bus stop, you have to get off. If one person stays on that bus and no one gets off, there's a timer, and the bus will start its timer stuff or leave. Once you get to a bus stop, everyone has to get off the bus, or the bus won't leave them. And generally, a lot of people should not make it through because it's really difficult getting through all the fog and everything and getting to where you need to be.
So you're talking there needs to be some teamwork and some coordination as far as where people are going.
To make it far enough.
I mean, that sounds really cool. I mean, it's really neat. You know, I really, that's what kind of made this stuff. I would love to, you know, get this and try out the zombies, the Zambies. All I know, if I see anybody playing, I swear, I mean, I think it's about, you know, 2 to 1. I see, you know, twice as many people playing transit than I do any game type, headquarters, team deathmatch, anything like that. So I can definitely tell that I have to try it out. You know, let's go ahead and wrap this one up, and let's move on to the next point. You know, this one might not last as long, but we will we'll see what some of you Call of Duty focused people can add to this one. Halo 4 brought SWAT back in, and I'm not going to lie, I may have cried a little bit when it came back. I was so excited. And then I played one game and kicked so much butt, I didn't even know what to do with myself. So let's talk about SWAT coming back to Halo 4 on public playlists. Assassin, this gives you a chance to throw something in. You haven't said anything at time.
Yeah, well, I mean, totally. SWAT's great and all, but sometimes these headshots don't make any sense at all. I mean, like, really, these people be shooting through walls and crap. It makes no sense, and it's crazy. But I think it's a really good thing they brought it back, though.
I was playing with Matt the other day, Illusion, and, yeah, we were playing, and there was this guy on the kill cam. His reticule was red before he even rounded the corner. I'm not even kidding you. He shot us through the wall.
I had that time, too. I had that.
343 did not do a very good job of, you know, taking the, you know, people who hack and whatnot stance. They didn't really.
Oh, so that's just the cam.
Oh.
No one's glitched us. If someone cheats on me, I'm a vengeful person. I will find them and I will hurt them.
Yeah.
Well, I think that the SWAT in Halo 4 is actually significantly different than that of Reach. You know, especially with the addition of the battle rifle. You know, now you have a 3-shot burst, whereas if, you know, you're swinging your controller on a horizontal line or something to try and get a guy off to the side real quick, you know, those 3 shots, you actually have 3 chances at hitting them rather than if you're using a DMR, you only get that 1. And it's just, go ahead.
Or if you're lucky.
Your 3-shot burst, it changes direction. So you can start shooting to the left of their head. You can do a sweeping motion and get a headshot with the 3rd bullet.
Right.
That also depends on how high the sensitivity is set on as well.
Absolutely.
But
does anyone... Okay, you guys can go ahead.
I was going to say, another thing I wanted to add, they added another playlist. If you guys haven't noticed, they also added Team Snipers this week.
They added that
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah.
Yep.
And
So excited.
I love that sniper. I'm not going to lie, I love that sniper. It's
easy, I think, to use.
Pretty awesome.
Well, what about, like, what do you guys think? It seems to me that on SWAT, the pistol seems to have a much more significance. It seems to be a lot stronger.
Yeah,
it really is.
It's been like that for as far as I can remember. Even in Halo 3, when I played SWAT, pistols seemed like that those were the weapons of choices to use. Because I don't know if it's because of the reticules that they use for it, but it seems like it's a lot easier to use. And
in Reach, though, it like long distance, you know, there was certain, you kind of had to aim above the head just a tad, you know. In this game, it just seems like it doesn't matter. If you're on their head, that pistol will take them down. I've gotten, you know, gone negative in more games because of a damn pistol than I have anything else.
Yep, and you know, and the thing is, and just something I think they did to try to make it even out a little bit with that everything, is you can tell that the DMR, it's a little bit easier to aim with the DMR for those headshots. Yeah, I mean, the BR has a greater, you know, has those 3 shots. But, I mean, I've noticed that it's a lot easier to aim up that head with the DMR than it is with the BR, because the BR, it seems like, the bullets are a little bit more sporadic. And so it does, the DMR, I think you can get a lot cleaner kills, a lot faster kills. The BR, I think I get carried away with.
Yeah, for sure.
But, I mean, it sounds weird, and this might just be me being paranoid. It seems like and I think Assassin brought it up, it seems like it's so much easier to get headshots than this. It's not, if you guys remember playing Halo Reach, you'd be playing that stuff, and you could actually get into gun battles. In this game, if you see them first, you get the kill. It is so difficult to get into a gun battle in SWAT. You're dead before you see them.
Yeah,
and that's the thing I've noticed. I think it's easier to get headshots. I don't know if the aiming got easier, if the people got bigger. I know that sounds like such a newbie thing to say, but I feel like the people got bigger. I feel like it's easier to see them in this game than it is in Reach, and I feel like it's easier to get that headshot. I feel like the heads are bigger. I don't know. I might just be going down.
I think
maybe you got a bigger. Maybe you got a bigger TV recently, you know? You might be able to see things a little bit easier.
I don't know. It's weird.
I think it's the ability.
I mean, it definitely makes it easier to get these kills. It really does. But I'm not complaining. I love SWAT right now. I'm kicking so much butt in it. I actually have a positive KD in Halo. Hallelujah. I don't know if anyone else has that, you know, but I'm really enjoying the fact that I'm actually good at this game. And I'm noticing in the chat box, I see a lot of people talking about it. You know, it seems like this is a pretty good discussion, BR, DMR, or pistol, for these SWAT game types.
Okay, I have a question for you, Halo people. I heard there is a, control type that's just like Call of Duty. Is that true?
There's a what?
A control type that makes your... Yeah, like the layout, like Call of Duty.
I'm so stuck in my bumper jumper ways, I can't even tell you that. Has anyone experimented?
I was first I have to defer the game, so it's kind of hard to play the same way for both games. It makes it different.
Assassin, you're on Halo 4. You can check it out, maybe. I mean, the thing with Halo 4, there's 5. I know there's at least 5 different layouts. You know what layout you want. The moment that game came out, you went to that layout. You weren't experimenting. You knew where you were going. If it is possible, I don't know how that would be. It'd be easier to switch between the games, but I feel like the controls would be a little bit off. I feel like there'd be a little bit of a difference. I don't think it would work quite right.
They got this one called Soul Pow.
That's Southpaw. Oh,
yeah, Southpaw or something like that.
Why don't you play baseball?
Yeah, well, my TV sucks, so anyways. They got Boxer, and then they got Green Thumb, and then
I think that's what's called Green Thumb.
And then the Flash Stick or whatever, something like that.
What does the Green Thumb play, Assassin?
It's something I can't read.
Okay. Well, we'll look at that. I mean, that's definitely an interesting thing.
To use.
I mean, I guess it could work now that I think about it, because the sprint is included now. You don't have to use the sprint. The sprint is included in this game, and that's something we didn't really talk about much last week. Your sprint is automatically included, so I guess I could see that maybe this is made better for that.
Hallelujah for getting rid of Armor Lock. Who else is with me?
I hated Armor Lock with a passion.
They have something like that, though, don't they? Have...
Well, they have the shield, but you can still die with that shield because you can get shot from behind. You know, you're not completely invincible. It's a much better alternative, in my opinion.
It's better for
Armor Lock was overpowered.
It's easy to get those splatter kills now too. Good lord, that was so hard to do.
Yeah, it's really easy to splatter your teammate too. Like I've really figured that out. I'll be sliding and like the mongoose or something. It's like these people just be standing there for no reason, like barely hit them and they die. It's like what the heck.
Yeah, anyone that plays with me knows I love to drive. Like I love being a wheelman, and I drive all the time. And I don't know how many times I've probably killed at least over 30 teammates already because I accidentally like barely tap them with the vehicle.
I gotta be serious.
Well, I
mean, sometimes teammates be damned, but that Mantis, I don't even care. I love that thing. I like doing like the little step forward and just making things blow up. I like that. But you know, one last thing I want to bring up about this stuff is I need Griffball to come. I'm issuing a challenge to KSI Community. There's an issue being challenged right here, right now. If anybody has a team of 4 that they think they can go up in Griffball against some of GZ's best, myself, Assassin, Twice, and, you know, I'm not sure what our 4th will be, but we will issue a challenge. We will whoop your guys' butts in Griffball any day. And
I will take that challenge. I will make a challenge out of my Halo squad, and we will beat you.
Okay, we'll have it done.
Bring it out.
Because I'll tell you right now, and I hope when this actually comes through past the lag, Twice hears it and starts posting trash talk on the chat box. But we are loving us some Griffball. We have won our games by like a combined like 70 points out of like the 4 games. We've just been kicking butt.
Yeah, I haven't gotten like too involved in the Griffball side yet. Is it true that like you can pass the Griffball now?
You can. You can throw the grenade and you can pass it across the entire map. It's a lot more like rugby or like football. But you know, if you score, the round doesn't end. It's just a 3. It doesn't end and reset. The ball waits 5 seconds and is loaded back into the middle. So if you score a point and you can camp the middle, you get the ball again. So you can put on a spawn trap and you can put on an offensive onslaught, really. Like we've gotten to a couple times where we scored about 6 goals in like a minute span. No joke. So they definitely changed it up. They made it a lot more tactically based because you need to be able to handle, you know, you're going to have to handle the defensive side and handle the offensive side. You know, definitely, you know, momentum plays a big role in it. But with that being said, any last comments about Halo 4 before we
I actually have a huge argument.
Well, I want to make a statement real quick. Actually, I got a thing I want to talk about real quick about both games. You guys want to know what the best weapon is on both games that they bring back, and it's been in every game ever since?
What is that?
The nuke?
No, the mute button.
Killed everything.
Oh my god.
The most powerful weapon in the game is the mute button, definitely.
You can use the whole entire lobby except your teammates.
Yeah, it's kind of nice what they add the features, because I'm going to be honest with you, too many people gives too much hate mail, and I'm getting a lot of spamming messages saying pineapple for some reason. Don't know why yet, but...
Well, I have a huge argument saying, like, between Black Ops and Halo so far has definitely been a letdown, because one, Infection is not, like, hopefully they are bringing it, but the fact that Infection was not in the playlist instead of Flood, I mean, I like Flood, but it's kind of stupid that only the Flood person gets, like, a little arm thing as their thing, because I made, like, this awesome game type that only works for Flood, but then, well, I mean, only works for Infection, but when I found out that Flood is the only option, it doesn't work, because the Flood people can only use that little, like, arm sword thing, and they can't use any weapons.
I don't know. I was never a big fan of Infection, so to me, I kind of like the new Flood option. I kind of appreciate where you're coming from. You know, a lot of people did enjoy it the way it used to be, but I don't particularly think personally that it's a negative aspect to Halo 4, in my opinion.
Well, I like this discussion. I do. I love it. We're going to continue on with this in another week, as I guarantee, we're going to have to continue to find ideas. So let's move into the end of the show. Hours kind of flew by. Blizzard's talked a lot of crap on the chat box, and it's a can't be in here to back it up, and we're going to get him in here. But
I think we should take him to a game after this and just stomp on him.
I mean, we'll make him cry, make him beg for mercy. But let me just put this in there, guys. Throughout the week, we do this show every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It will remain the same every week. Tonight we kind of maxed out at 20 viewers. That really wasn't where we wanted it to be, but we do thank all 20 of you guys that showed up. Hopefully every week this becomes kind of a routine, and we can continue to get our member base up and get more and more. If you guys have suggestions for talking points, discussion points, stuff we can converse about in here, message myself or Elysian, post it up, send us PMs on the forums, send us messages on Xbox, get in contact with us somehow and let us know what your discussion point is, and we can try to work it into the schedule. If you want to be in one of these places where these guys aren't here, if you want to be a panel member and you want to discuss this stuff in front of everybody, go onto the productions area once again, find where we have the weekly update panel sign-ups, and sign up. We're going to try to get a new panel in every week. We might have holdovers if we don't get enough support for it, but, let's see if we can get some new people, and we want to give you a chance to put your input in, to get your voice heard, to get your name out there, and so you can have something to do on a random Tuesday night after you eat your dinner, if you just want to do that. We do have a big thing this week. It's the start of the new tradition. We have our squad spotlight in the productions area. We have a place underneath the panel sign-ups and a different topic in the productions area where you can submit a squad either from your division, your squad particularly, or, a squad in a different division. If you see that they're doing great work, if you see that they deserve to get their names recognized, post them up and, we'll review it. We'll get one of their members into the panel like we have tonight. Maybe not all of you guys knew, but right now we do have the member in here to discuss that squad, and it is KSI Assassin 51. Our squad spotlight this week is put on Pride GZ. It's the newest squad in GZ. It's been around since September, but, they put in their application for it. They have been doing some great work. We only had 2 squads this week, so let's see if we can get some more for next week. Let's, get the best squad's name, but I will let Assassin right now talk a little bit about what makes Pride great, what makes them special, some of the people that have played a great role in their growth and their maturity, and, just take it away, Assassin.
Yeah, Pride, you know what? We're a small squad, but we got we have game nights that sometimes are bigger than some of our bigger squads game nights, and really what makes it like that is because of the activity of our officers and the teamwork and effort they put in for our squads to have fun and stuff like that. And I really appreciate how our general, Twice, shout out to that guy over there. He's amazing. He does all the work he can to make sure that the people are always interested in staying in the game nights and stuff like that. I just recently joined Pride maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'm really noticing that they are really good as squads. I love the squad so much. It's really amazing how good they do as such a small squad and new and stuff like that. But it's amazing how good they do. Stuff and Twice. I'm sorry for saying it's a lot, but he really does a good job as general. As an officer back whenever we were all in Unity before Unity split to Pride, and I was just a sergeant. He really worked with me and got me up to where I am now. But him taking over from the general that was supposed to be general, he did a really amazing job, and I think that's what's really made Pride awesome is the teamwork and effort that we do in our squad.
Yeah, I just want to say, as their div leader, once again, I want to put this out there. We only had 2 squads entered in, both were from GZ, so I had a coin flip to do. Let's see what we can get in the future, but I want to tell you guys, this squad right here is really becoming a staple of, what makes GZ so great. They have 3 captains right now. The general is supposed to be the general, finally returned from a leave of absence. They have some great officers, some great sergeants coming up. They have game nights every night, and they don't have any drama. They deal with their stuff, and they know that they're here to have fun. They work each and every day to make the squad better, make it stronger. They work to have fun and really provide a good atmosphere for every member. So they might be sitting at only 42, 43, 44 members by now. I don't know, because they get recruits like every hour, it seems. But this squad right here is really deserving of this spotlight. So just remember, guys, after tonight, go ahead and start going on those squad spotlights. Go to the squad spotlight topic. Post up your squad. Post up another squad. Give some good reasoning for it. We'll get someone in here to discuss it next week. But for our inaugural squad spotlight, I'm very proud to announce that it is Pride GZ. As far as I know, that's pretty much the show. We ended a little bit early tonight. I don't know if Illusion wants to continue to have us going for a few more minutes, but I do want to thank you all for tuning in. Being an active chat box, Blitzer, talk more crap, and we will whoop you in Griffball. Don't worry, man. We got you. But definitely thank you for showing up. Thanks for the good discussion topics panel, and we will see you guys around next week.